Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Game 10 of the Rugby World Cup. It is the All Blacks up against Namibia in what should be a really good game between these two nations, with all expectancy being the All Blacks to run riot of this Namibian side. We're quickly going to go through the team lineups in just a bit. Let's start with the All Black side for today. We've got Bowden Barrett, Caleb Clark, and Lester Fainganuku in the back three. A very formidable back three there with Bowden Barrett, the experience, and then two youngsters on the left and right wing. Caleb Clark, the son of Ronnie Clark. What a legend in All Black rugby he's been, and a chance now for Caleb Clark to show some class against Namibia as well today. And then Lester Fainganuku with an opportunity to impress the selectors as well today. Then in the midfield, we've got Anton Leonard Brown and David Havili, a young combination as well, with David Havili now back from injury and looking to cement his place in that number 12 jersey again. Then the halfback combination of Damian McKenzie and Cam Roygaard. One have to feel for Damian McKenzie. He's been in the shadow of Bowden Barrett as well as Richie Mohanga for quite a few seasons now. And hopefully he'll get another chance to prove his worth today in that number 10 jersey. If we go and have a look at the forwards for the All Blacks, we've got Ari Sevilla, Dalton Papali'i, and Luke Jacobson as the loose trio, with Samuel Whitelock and Brody Retallick as one of the most experienced and most feared lock combinations in world rugby. Then a front row forwards of Nipola Lala, Samisoni Takiyao, and Ofa Tuanga Fasi. Experience mixed with youth there in the front row, and really looking forward to that contest there, right there. If we go and have a look at the bench for them, mixed again, youth and experience. Dane Coles, Ethan de Groot, Fletcher Newell, Scott Barrett to Bavai, Aaron Smith, Richie Mohanga, and Rico Ioane. This All Blacks are making sure that they've selected the side that could come out here and absolutely destroy this Namibian side today. We are going to go and have a look at the Namibian side just in a bit. Let's quickly go and have a look at the comments that has come in throughout the start of the stream. So, Greg Koekemoer says, goeienaand meneer, hoop jy voel baie beter vanaand met die stem. Gaan ons 'n verrassing sien vanaand met Namibia. So ja, Greg, die stem is maar nog 'n bietjie aardig. Het so 'n bietjie hols gesuig hierdie dag, maar ja, dit gaan maar nog 'n rof die kant. Ja, sover is wat 'n verrassing vir Namibia. Ek het daar gesê vir Craig, ek dink die All Blacks gaan Namibia verniel. En ek weet nie hoekom nie, maar ek het net die gevoel dat Namibia gaan 'n helse loosing kry vandag. Craig Koekemoer sê dan die geld moet op die All Blacks wees, of course, maar ek wonder of hulle dit kan doen vanaand. Namibia het uitstekende kans om iets spesiaals te doen vanaand. Ek dink die feit dat die All Blacks 2 wedstryde in 'n ry verloor het teen die Bokke en nou teen Frankryk is 'n geleentheid vir hulle om terug te slaan hier teen 'n baie swak Namibia span. Kom ons wees eerlik, as dit nie was vir die Afrika kwalifikasie ronde sê, was Namibia nie naby die wêreldbeker vandag nie. So ongelukkig, dis die realiteit daarvan. En ek dink die All Blacks gaan met 100 punte plus wen vanaand. Ek hoop ek is verkeerd. My meneer sê, fingers crossed for a entertaining game. We're both sides keepers on the edge of our seats. Again, Greg said, if it's anything like last night's game, then I would be more than happy. And I just replied and said, I don't think so. It will be a one-sided affair from start to finish. Truly hope that I'm wrong. Look, always looking to support Namibia where I can. But I think tonight there's only one clear winner. And we have to give credit to this All Black side, because they are still one of the most feared side. And I still would love to see a Springbok All Black final. But I guess it's getting slimmer and slimmer now. Greg says, I have to hope Namibia, for me, the underdogs. And I will always like a good scrappy contest with the underdog and a giant. So we saw that last night against Uruguay and France, a very scrappy, very wacky game there. with Uruguay pushing France almost towards the end of the game. So, yeah, I said tomorrow's game between Wales and Portugal will be your bet, Greg. I have a feeling, I don't know why, but I just have the sneaky little feeling that Portugal might just upset the Wales side tomorrow. But who knows? Frikkie Scoombie says South Africa beat New Zealand. Frikkie and Marianne Melkbos. So, yeah, South Africa B versus New Zealand, says Frikkie Scoombie. More like a South Africa Z team, I would say, Frikkie. But yeah, let's leave it at that. And then Lance Brown says, laat hulle maar net 'n game wen tog. En dan Grant, Guru Nan meneer, here we go. Trust you well. I get a feeling that the Kiwis are going to come out mad and hammer the snot out of Namibia. Yeah, I've got that same feeling, Grant. I said 100 plus points today, but hopefully I'm wrong. We go and have a look at this Namibian side. They're busy with the national anthems. Clevin Loubser, Gizwin Moten, and Divan Rousseau in the back three. And then Johan Duisel and Leroux Milan in the midfield. And then Tian Swanepoel and Damian Stevens as halfback combination with Johan Duisel, Divan Rousseau, and Tian Swanepoel, probably the guys to watch there in the backline for this Namibian side. Then looking at the forwards, Richard Hardwick, Prince Gaisep, Vian Conradi in the loose trio, then Uyanivi and Johan Retief in the lock combination, and in the front row combination of Ranus Kutsia, Torsten van Jaarsveld, and Jason Bernardi. Guys like Richard Hardwick playing for the Melbourne Rebels, and then Vian Conradi had a decent game against Italy last week as well. And then Torsten van Jaarsveld, obviously, also a quality player there. We go and have a look at the bench for this Namibian side. Louis van der Westhuizen, Desiderius Seti, Haitembu Shikuva, Peter Jan van Lille, Adrian Boysen, Max Katjakiwa, Kio Jacktron, and JC Greiling. So, yeah, Louis van der Westhuizen playing Currie Cup for the Cheetahs. And then Peter Jan van Lille, an experienced player there for this Namibian side as well. The referee for today's game, Luke Pierce, assisted by Andrew Brace and Jordan Way. And then the TMO being Brian McNeese. I think I'm just going to quiet the dogs here in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear the dogs in the background, but just give me about 30 seconds and I'll just quiet them and get them in the house as well. Right, apologies there. Just quickly had to silence the dogs quickly, otherwise they're going to irritate the crap out of me during this live commentary. So, yeah, we're done with the national anthems. We're now getting ready for the All Blacks haka, and we'll go through the All Blacks side again just quickly before kickoff. So, just the haka to come, Lance, and we'll get this game underway. So the All Black side again, just one more time. Bowden Barrett, Caleb Clark, and Lester Fainganuku in the back three, with Anton Leonard Brown and David Avili in the lock combination. Not the lock, the midfield combination. And then Damian McKenzie and Cam Roygard as the halfback combination. And then, yeah, the forwards, Adi Surveyor, Dalton Papali, and Luke Jacobson in the loose forwards. Samuel Whitelock, Brody Retallick in the lock combination, and then Nipo Lalala, Samisoni Takiao, and Ofatuanga Fasi, the front row with the bench. Dane Coles, Ethan de Groot, Fletcher Newell, Scott Barrett, Tupovai, Aaron Smith, Richie Moanga, and Rico Ioane. We go through the Namibian side one more time. Cliven Loubser, Gizwin Moten, and Divan Rousseau in the back three. Johan Duisel and Leroux Milan in the midfield, with Tian Swanepoel and Damian Stevens, the halfback combination. Forwards Richard Hardwick, Prince Gaisep, Vian Conradi, Gio Uyanivi, and Johan Retief in a lock combination with Aranus Kutsia, Dorsten van Jaarstel and Jason Bernardi in the front row. Louis van der Westhuizen, Desiderius Seti, Haitembu, Chikuva, Peter Jan van Loo, Adrian Boysen, Max Katcheko, and Jock and JC Kreiling completing that bench for this Namibian side. Mamania says ex-Stormers coach staff, Namibia should take this. And then Greg says no props guru who lets the dogs out. And then Stuart Wason says, hello, Meneer. Hope you well. Can't call these games anymore. They're all over the place, but it's World Cup rugby. We can't complain. Hey, love the Ruggers. Absolutely, Stuart. Look, in the time of COVID, we were depressed and we didn't want to know anything. We couldn't watch rugby. So more than happy to be back here today and doing the commentary for the Rugby World Cup in 2023. So looking forward to that one. We've got about 68 people watching. Don't forget to press that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you're new, just to show your support for the channel as well. It costs absolutely nothing. So do show your support there, guys, please. It will mean a lot. So we do have a poll up on the channel as well here. Just looking to get that up quickly. So 32 votes so far. Got the All Blacks by 20 to 40, 31%, 41 to 80 points, 34%, more than 80, 19%, and then the Namibia upset with 16%. We'll have to see how that one goes. And then Mania says a much better haka from the All Blacks. And then Clinton Tron, how's it good? Listening from Stellenbosch, hoping Namibia can show some grit and play an awesome game and give the All Blacks a run for their money. That's what we would love to see, Clinton, but I don't think it's going to be the case today. I think a big score is on our cards here today, depending on what All Black side show up today. Zaki Fenter says, hi, I'm back. Hello, Zaki. So we're about to get this one underway. It looks like it's going to be the All Blacks to kick this game off from right to left of the screen. So Bowden Barrett then standing in to get this game underway for us. What should be a really good game. Like always, the referee Luke Pierce, Andrew Brace, Jordan Way, and then the TMO Brian McNeese to complete this game set up for tonight. Right, here we go, and a kickoff underway. Namibia has taken that inside their own 22, and they've got possession here as it's Damian Stevens who gets it out to Tian Swanepoel, who puts it on the boot, kicks downfield, and that's a massive kick. Not going to find touch, though. Into the hands of Damian McKenzie, gets the pass away to Bowden Barrett. Now Caleb Clark. Caleb Clark gets over the 10-meter line inside their own half. Now Roy Gart, Nipololala, Damian McKenzie with a long cut-out pass there to Lester Fainganuku between the halfway. Oh, he's still going. Up to the halfway he goes. Now Roy Gart again. McKenzie, flat pass to Brody Retallick, caught on the halfway line. Roy Gart again. There's numbers out wide here for the All Blacks. Just moving it through the hands. It's inside by Anton Leonard-Brown up to the 10-meter line of Namibia. Roy Gart again now. McKenzie taken up by Laulala on the 10-meter line of Namibia now. Roy Gart waiting for this ball. They're working the blind side now. Is the All Blacks as it's taken up there by Anton Leonard-Brown. Between the 10 and the 22-meter line, Roy Gart now trying to go on his own, brought down very quickly. Now it's a Tanganuku who puts the pass away to Bowden Barrett. A cross kick here for Lester Fainganuku, gets the pass out to David Avili right on the 22-meter line. It's Caleb Clark who bursts through, gets it out to Roy Gart, and Roy Gart is going to open up the scoring for the All Blacks with 1 minute and 40 seconds gone. Roy Gart gets the All Blacks' first try of the game, and the All Blacks on the board here. Very good play by the All Blacks. Almost every player there having control of that ball at some stage during that movement. Good phases built there by the All Blacks. Grant says the Kiwis are serious with their squad selection. This is as close to their first choice as possible, bearing a few light injuries. And then Lance Brown, All Blacks looking for a bonus point. Graham Solomon says, Evening Guru, the All Blacks are out to prove a point and feel sorry for Namibia. And then Grant, Kiwis all out for a quick try here as Roy Gart gets in for the first try of the game. So 5 points to 0 it is. Then the All Blacks leading with that conversion going over as well. So 7 points to 0. It is the All Blacks leading after just 2.5 minutes of play in this game. Mania says first time tackling is missing. Yeah, just remember the All Blacks have got some strong runners in Lester Fanganuku and Caleb Clark. I don't know if I would be able to tackle him, but yeah, they can't run without their legs. That's true, Mamania. So Tian Swanepoel then gets us restarted. A deep kick in, taken by Burden Barrett. Now Lester Fanganuku gets the offload. Sam Whitelock, Nipola Lala gets it out to David Avili. He puts it on a boot straight down the middle of the field, directly into touch. And we'll come back to the 10-meter line of the All Blacks for a line out to Namibia. Zaki Fenter says the All Blacks by 60 points to 7 today. 3.5 minutes gone. All Blacks lead by 7 points to 0. Good start from them. Not such a great kick from David Avili. And this line out just outside the 22. Well, roundabout on the 10-meter line. Here they come. Goy Sepp now. Stevens. Flat pass to Tian Swal to Milan. Milan up to the 22-meter line. He goes. And will the All Blacks steal that ball? Yes, they will. No, it comes back for Namibia just outside the 22. Swanepoel tries to put a little stab through. And Namibia have regathered that ball just outside the 22. Stevens again now. Out to Goy Sepp now. Again, Stevens now taking it up. Big, massive tackle there on Namibia. Swanepoel once again gets the pass away. Here's an opportunity now for Namibia just inside the 22. Richard Hardwick took that one up. And a penalty to Namibia. 5 meters inside the 22. 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. Almost 5 minutes gone in this contest. And Namibia now with an opportunity as they're going to kick for touch here and set up a line out 5 meters out maybe. Yeah, make that 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line. Namibia now with the opportunity after 5 minutes of play in this game. Van Jaarsveld to throw this one in for Namibia now. It's taken beautifully and a chance now to set up the driving maul as they get this going. It was taken by Johan Retief and the maul formed by Namibia now. They need to start moving forward. But the ball do come out for Namibia now. It's Van Jaarsveld as it's scrum off. He's going to get it out now and it's taken up by Duisel. 5 meters out. Stevens now. Oh, knocked on by Namibia. Here comes the counter-attack from the All Blacks now as they just move it through the hands now. And here comes Beauden Barrett over the halfway line. Beauden Barrett puts a little kick in behind and he's going to chase him down himself. Is he going to get there? It's McKenzie who gets there and scores the try for the All Blacks. Time will be off, but it almost looked for certain like McKenzie got there first. 6 minutes into this game. Let's just go upstairs and have a look. Grant says, here we go. All Blacks storm rolling out over Namibia. They'll go into shock now. And then Obi says, evening good jy lyk perfris. Love Namib. To Mark Sach, let's a biggie for all time's sake. And then Stuart Wason says, bonus point and point difference are going to be crucial in this World Cup. Oh, he dotted it down short, so that's going to be a knock-on. Yeah, that was short. Well, it looked like he was over, then dotted down by a Namibian leg. So we will, it's going to be that knock on then. So time's off. Time's going to be back on soon now. Scrum down to Namibia. So it looked like Damian McKenzie was over, but he dotted it down just before the line, or touched it before the line, and now it's deemed to be offside, knock on. Bad luck there. Just should have timed it a little bit better. But Damian McKenzie so close to getting that try. Time back on now, and scrum down to Namibia, 5 meters out from their own try line. Craig says, ouch. Okay, Guru, maybe that 100th is possible. And then the All Blacks need to win. The Lars Brown says, yes, man. So scrum down to Namibia, and under tremendous pressure as well, as that ball is going to come out the All Black side, and Cam Roygaard is going to dive over for his second try of the game. So now the All Blacks do have it. An absolutely destructive scrum from the All Blacks there. And a tight head there, turned over by the All Blacks. Quick hands, and Cam Roygaard gets his second try of the game. 12 points to 0 with the conversion to come. An absolutely massive scrum from the All Blacks. Cam Roygaard just spinned out of the tackle. Really poor defense there from Namibia as well. Just wanting to see who tried to make the tackle. It was Stevens. Really poor. Spinned out of the tackle. Easy try. All Blacks 12, Namibia 0. Conversion to come from Damian McKenzie now. Right, we could be in for an absolutely hammering tonight. Will we see 100 points come up today for the All Blacks? I did call it beforehand, but we'll have to wait and see. So McKenzie now with the conversion, and that one is going to go to the left of the post. So the score remains 12 points to 0 to the All Blacks. All Blacks 12, Namibia 0 after 8 minutes of play. Farid Khan says, hi Guru, 7 minutes late, but I'm here now. Thanks for tuning in, Farid. Right, so Namibia to restart then again. 14 ball carries by the All Blacks, 124 meters made. 4 ball carries by Namibia, 26 meters made. So McKenzie gets that kickoff, and he's going to send it into touch round about on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. Almost 9 minutes gone, and the All Blacks 2 tries by the scrum off Cam Roygaard, who got the 2 tries so far for the All Blacks. Van Jaarsveld will throw this one in for Namibia. It's an opportunity here. It's Uyanivi and Johan Retief, the locks, and there it's taken by Uyanivi. Now comes out Torsten van Jaarsveld. Penalty advantage coming for Namibia. Offside by the All Blacks, or interference in the lineup. So let's see what Namibia can do from here. 12 points to 0. 2 tries by the All Blacks. Cam Roygaard dotting over twice for the All Blacks. Yeah, just some interference there from Sam Whitelock there on Uyanivi. Veteran lock, should know better. And I think Namibia is going to have a shot at goal just to try and prevent that 0 from coming. So Tiaan Swanepoel from the 10-meter line inside All Blacks territory, about 10 meters out from the left-hand touch line. A chance for Swanepoel to add to the scoreboard. Clinton Tron says scoreboard ticking over like your viewer counter. Thanks, Clinton. And then Lance says, come on, could be a point every minute, says Obi Sedgefield. Lance says go for the try. Zaki says All Blacks is strong. Let's go All Blacks. Can't Namibia hide or puncture the ball. Kick from Tian Swanepoel goes straight through. So 12 points to 3 it is. Stuart Wason says 100 plus been done before by the All Blacks. Sounds like it could be on a card so far by the way things are going. Absolutely, Stuart. So 11 minutes played. 12 points to 3. The All Blacks lead this game. And Barrett will get us back underway now with the restart there and knocked on by the All Blacks as it will be a scrum down to Namibia between the 10 and the 22 inside Namibia's half, about 20 meters out from the right touch line. Fill the ball with Ovambo Sand, says Obi. So 12 points to 3. 11 and a half minutes gone in this contest. Scrummed out to Namibia. Stevens will feed this one in for Namibia now. Will we see another dominant scrum from the All Blacks like we did 5 meters out from Namibia's own try line? Stevens will feed this one in and gets it in. Another massive scrum from the All Blacks, but they do get it out. And now it's Moton making a bit of headway now. Almost, pushed into touch just over the 10-meter line of Namibia. Good dart there from Moton. Got past Luke Jacobson's tackle and then nearly sidestepped Surveyor and Lester Fainganuku there. Right, so between the 10 and the halfway line, it's the throw-in now coming from Samisoni Takiao, finds Brody Retallick, and here comes the driving ball from the All Blacks now. Up to the 10-meter line now of Namibia. They've done well to disrupt this Cam Roygaard. Has it been knocked on by the All Blacks? Yes, it was, but interference from Namibia, and it's going to be a penalty to the All Blacks. Kick this to the corner and set up another driving ball. So Nivi, that gets penalised there from Namibia, the lock forward. And Bowden Barrett now will kick this into touch for the All Blacks. Lionel Marina says, great All Blacks. Zaki Fenter says, you're the best commentary ever. Thanks, Zaki. And then Obi says, what's the crowd like percentage-wise? It looks sold out, but it's obviously not as big stadium as the other ones. I'm guessing about 40,000 people maximum there. Right, here comes the driving ball from the All Blacks on a demolition road as they're about 10 meters out. Another penalty advantage coming now. Roygaard gets out. McKenzie, long cutout pass into the hands of Caleb Clark. Cuts back on the inside, outside again. Just 5 meters out from the try line. The ball has been snatched by Namibia, I think it is. No, it comes back the All Black side. Roygaard again, McKenzie now. McKenzie's just running circles. The pass not great from him, and Namibia is going to have the ball, but we're coming back for that penalty to the All Blacks. 10 meters out from the try line of New Zealand. 5 meters out from the left-hand touch line. McKenzie tried to run sideways into a gap. The pass eventually not great from him, and they lost it backwards. But now they have a chance with this throw into this line out. Right. Samisoni Takiao with a throw into this line out. 5 meters out from Namibia's try line. 12 points to 3. 15 minutes played in this contest. And we've got a stoppage in time here. Stevens are receiving some attention here for Namibia. The scrum off. He's going to feel this game. Definitely he's been challenged at the breakdown area, and he will have to really get that ball out quickly grout this game. Otherwise, he's going to have a very, very long day at the office for him. So 15 minutes gone. The All Blacks 5 meters out from Namibia's try line with this line out. And we could set and go to 19 points real soon. Right, Takiao with the throw in to this line out now. Right, here they go. All Blacks line out, 5 meters out. Taken by Brody Retallick. They set up the driving maul. Namibia didn't contest it, but still the All Blacks are going forward. Great maul from them, and they shouldn't be stopped. There's the try to Takiao, and 17 points to 3 with a conversion to come. All Blacks on a roll here in this game so far. Zaki says, do you need to commentary in a real game? I don't understand that one, Zaki. Can you just maybe explain to me? Lance Brown says, my brother is an All Black supporter. He's going on here like he is play box. Right, so 17 points to 0 then. 17 points to 3, sorry. After 16 minutes, a conversion to come for this All Black side now. Obi says, enjoy all New Zealand supporters. For should New Zealand get into the final, it would be good night All Blacks for very sure. And well, the time has been stopped here by the referee. What are they going to look at now? Well, they're going to go upstairs and have a look at something here. So not sure what they're looking at here. We're looking at obstruction from the All Blacks there. I would say Ofa Tuangafasi is bound there. Still bound. So, no try. No try, says the referee. So, the All Blacks stay at 12 points. It's going to be a penalty against the All Blacks there. And a chance now for Tian Swanepoel to kick this downfield. Right, Swanepoel is going to find touch between the 10 and the 22-meter line of Namibia. Grant says, I hope Namibia don't lose their cool and pick a fight. I'll probably lose that as well. So 12 points to 3. It stays here. 17 minutes gone. Van Jaarsveld now to throw this one in for Namibia. Right, here we go. The line out. Uanibi takes it in for Namibia. Just outside the 22 now. Van Jaarsveld in control of that ball. Tried to maul it, but not going anywhere. And Stevens going with the box kick over the top now. Moulton chasing this one down. McKenzie has got it. Gets the pass away to Bowden Barrett. He gets man and ball, but Milan has stayed down. And the referee's going to blow in his whistle. Stoppage in time. Milan is not looking good. The inside centre, Leroux Milan, has called on the medics, trying to dissuade the touch judge to tell the referee to stop the play, and he's done that. So, not sure what happened there, but it looks like it might be a knee injury to Milan there. I think while they attend that injury, I'm going to just do a lung break quickly while we wait for this game to resume. So 12 points to 3, 17 minutes gone, and it looks like the All Blacks mean business. They've been starved of possession for the last 5 minutes or so, but they definitely look dangerous when they've got ball in hand. Namibia, on the other hand, having to defend for dear life so far. And one have to feel very sorry for them having to take on such a good side like the All Blacks today. So the replacement Jock Tron or JC Greyling. Yeah, it looks like JC Greyling warming up now. And we should see Milan maybe replaced here. Lars Brown says one of the teams that lose tonight is going home. Yeah, well, definitely going to be Namibia. No quarterfinal hopes for them then, one guess. So I'm not sure. I don't think Milan is going to continue this game. The inside centre of Namibia. And he should be replaced by Greyling. So 12 points to 3 again. 17 minutes gone in this contest. And All Blacks looking really good at the moment. So JC Greyling still warming up. They're still attending to Milan there. So maybe Milan will be fine. Javelin Leon Bosman. It looked like it was his knee when he called for the touch judge. So dat moet die knie wees. Dis so ja, jy kan amper sê die Marmeri Javelin. Hy die Marmeri vasgehou toe hy die touch judge geroep het. So ja, nie seker nie. Maar ek het die audio my kant hier, so kan nie bevestig nie. 17 minutes played in this game. We've got an injury break to Retief Milan at the moment, the inside centre, and the stretcher has been called on, so definitely should see Greyling come onto the field, or Jacques Grenier. So Zaki Venter asks, what's the next game tomorrow? Tomorrow we've got a couple of games lined up starting at 3 o'clock. It will be Samoa up against Chile. Then after that, Wales and Portugal. And then Ireland up against Tonga. And then Sunday, the start, we've got the Springboks up against Romania, Australia versus Fiji, and England versus Japan. So plenty of rugby to come tomorrow and Sunday, with the Springboks lining up on Sunday at 3 o'clock South African time. So yeah, a big stoppage in play here for an injury to the inside centre there, Leroux Milan, who will not be taking any part in this game any further. Should be replaced there by JC Greyling or Jacques Tron. So far, 2 tries been scored by the All Blacks, both coming from the scrum off Cam Roygaard for New Zealand. So off goes Leroux Milan, and just hoping to see who's going to come on. I did see Greyling warm up a little bit earlier, so we might just see Greyling come on. So a big round of applause for Leroux Milan. Hope it's not too serious. But about almost a 10-minute stoppage here in play as we're waiting for this game to continue. Grant says, I hope Milan is okay. Samoa, Chile at 3 p.m. All Blacks weak, man, says that a full where Clinton says All Black, a team that relies on confidence and rhythm. And if that doesn't kick in, they may make mistakes. Island Tonga is going to be a cracker, says Farid. Maminia says his leg is broken. And then ref, please help stop this massacre, says Ron. Obi says, funny how they never make New Zealand play in pink or yellow, yet Boca get pushed off their green grass. Yeah, remember the grey jersey of 2007? Obi? That was quite a horrible kit for the All Black side when they played in that grey kit when they lost to France in the quarterfinals. I think it was 2007. No, I'm lying. 2003, I think it was. Was it? I can't remember. Zaki says, wow, what a weekend of rugby, but Springbok game is better. So, yeah, we finally got the game back on now. It's going to be a scrum down to the All Blacks between the 10 and the halfway line of Namibia. No, I'm lying. Of the 22 of the All Blacks. 10 and the 22 of the All Blacks. Right, Cam Roygaard to feed this one in for the All Blacks. That scrum has gone down. Referee's going to play it. So Cam Roygaard controlling that ball at the back, and Artie Severe doing well. Now comes out Damian McKenzie, flat pass to David Avili, cuts through two defenders, gets the offload to Retallick, just short of the halfway line in the middle of the field. Now quick hands through they go. It's Anton Leonard Brown out to Luke Jacobson. He's going to run it up to the 22-meter line for the All Blacks here. McKenzie now, flat pass out to Whitelock. Sets it up between the 22 and the 10 of Namibia. McKenzie again, David Avili. He's brought down by Daisel. All Blacks again in possession. Again comes Damian McKenzie. He tries to wriggle his way through a couple of defenders but can't get through now. Here's another chance now. It's Nipo Lalala. Look at the pass. And he gets it out to Luke Jacobson. He's going to run it in 5 meters out from the try line. Now Cam Roygaard again, and away they go. The All Blacks now just 2 meters out from the try line. Cam Roygaard waiting for it. Oh, and what does the referee say? They're going to come back for a penalty to the All Blacks. But quickly taken now, and here comes McKenzie. Cuts through the defence, and over it goes for the third try for the All Blacks. Well, great passage of play from the All Blacks. Firestone, thank you, has become a new YouTube member on the channel as well. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. Right, so the All Blacks then scoring their third try, and it's Damian McKenzie who got over for a try there to the All Blacks. Just a quick step past the Swanepoel, and over he went for the try, Damian McKenzie. Right, so 20 minutes gone in this contest. We had quite a lengthy break for an injury to one of the Namibian players. That goes over, so 19 points to 3 it is after 20 minutes of play. Zaki Fenter says, let's go All Blacks. So now, the question is whether Namibia can hit back in this game, or will it be a one-way traffic like I predicted from the start? They've done well to stop the scoreboard from ticking for a couple of minutes, but that's as good as it's going to get, I think, for them. So the restart then coming from Swanepoel again. A high hanging kickoff taken well by McKenzie, and he's going to hoof it downfield and finds touch just outside the 22 of Namibia. Round about, between the 10 and the 22 of Namibia. With a line-out coming up from Torsten van Jaarsveld for Namibia. Right, so throw-in coming for Namibia now. Remember, we've got the poll on the channel as well. All Blacks by 20 to 40, 41 to 80. More than 80 points are in Namibian upset. To go and vote there as well. As Van Jaarsveld will throw this one in now for Namibia. Fine. Oh, it's been stolen by the All Blacks, and Cam Roygaard gets the pass away. Now McKenzie, the pass out wide. They go again. All Blacks into a bit of space, gets it out to Lester Fainganuku, but the referee calls for a forward pass from Anton Leonard Brown. And it will be a scrum down to Namibia between the halfway and the 10-meter line of Namibia. Great line-out steal there by Brody Retallick. And it looks like it's raining there as well. So we might see a couple of handling errors creeping in throughout the game as well. So scrum down in to Namibia, just outside their own 22 here, between the 10 and the 22, about 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline for Namibia, or right-hand touchline, sorry. Yeah, it's pouring down now here in Toulouse, where the game is played. Eddie King says New Zealand 83, Namibia 3. So Stevens then to throw it in for Namibia. We've had 22 and a half minutes gone. Here comes Namibia on a drive. It's Duisel who takes it up. Stevens again gets it out to Gaisup. Almost up to the 10-meter line now. Stevens going with a box kick over the top. So dangerous against an All Black side. This Leicester Nuku takes it up to the All Blacks 10-meter line now. Cam Roygaard gets it out. It's taken up by Ofa Tuangafasi on the 10-meter line in the middle of the field for the All Blacks. Slow ball coming back now. It's Laulala who takes it up just past the 10. Was that ball knocked on? Penalty to the All Blacks though. And a chance to clear again for the All Blacks. Marianne van der Berg says New Zealand 115, Namibia 8 today. The kick downfield is a beauty from the All Blacks, finding touch about 5 meters inside of the 22. They need to get the scoreboard ticking if they want a big score today. Akiao with a throw into this line-out. Can Namibia defense hold? Retallick takes it in. Here comes Papali off the back, gets it out to find Nuku. Straight through the middle he goes. And over for the try. Too strong there. And took about 3 or 4 Namibian defenders with him there to get to the over the try line there. So try to Leicester Nuku. 24 points to 3 with the conversion to come. Zaki says, I like All Blacks, but I'm a Bok fan. Look, like I said, a lot of people don't know this, but before 2000, I was actually supporting the All Blacks. Still a young boy trying to come to grips with the game. And Jonah Lomu was a big influence in my decision that time to support the All Blacks as well. So, got my rugby sense in 2000 and became a Bok round about then. So Bok supporter for the last 23 years. As Mackenzie will now try and attempt to get this conversion over. It's pouring down in Toulouse at the moment, raining cats and dogs. As the conversion kick from Mackenzie goes straight, hits the upright and back off. Looked like he was going straight through, but it's going to stay 24 points to 3. And I think the only thing that might help this Namibian side today is the fact that it's pouring down here in Toulouse at the moment. 24 points to 3, 26 minutes played in this game. As Namibia looking to get this game back underway for us. Yeah, people are raining, soaking wet. But it's part of the game. That's why I love it so much. The restart taken in by the All Blacks and working right on the right-hand side of the field. It's gone into touch. And it will be a line-out to Namibia about 15 meters out from the All Blacks try line. So great opportunity now for Namibia. Can they capitalize on this opportunity? 24-3, 27 minutes gone in this contest. Will we see some sort of try from Namibia? Van Jaarsveld will throw this one in. 19 tackles made by the All Blacks, 5 missed. 39 made by Namibia, 19 missed so far. And over the top it goes. Not thrown in straight by Namibia. Scrum down to the All Blacks. Wasted opportunity. Grant says that's what I was going to say. The rain could save Namibia some. Yeah, no, look, it could definitely save them from the 100 today, because they've looked really poor in defence. Not that the All Blacks have looked great every time they've had the ball, but they have looked decent every time that they've taken the ball in. So, yeah, it could still be a pretty high scoring game here in Pool A, Game 10 of the Rugby World Cup. So Roy Gart will feed this one in for the All Blacks. Strong scrum at the back now, controlled by Sabaya. And now Roy Gart gets it out. McKenzie going with a little cross kick here. The bounce of the ball kind for Caleb Clark. But a good tackle from Devon Rousseau right on the halfway line. Brings him to ground. Now McKenzie going with the kick downfield. He will be chasing down his own kick. But Namibia will get to that ball first. And it's it's Moulton who dots down over the try line. Just to dot that down for a goal line dropout. All Blacks relying a little bit too much on a kick downfield, trying to outsprint Namibia on every occasion so far. 24 free, 29 minutes gone in this contest. Namibia just slowing things down just a wee little bit. So they get the goal line dropout underway. It's a high hanging one, which is going to go directly into touch. So it will be a line out, 5 meters out from Namibia's try line for the All Blacks then. Or will it be a scrum down 5 meters out? Let's see. I haven't seen a call yet on this one. It's never happened before, so just see. Yeah, it's going to be a scrum down to the All Blacks, 5 meters out from the try line. Francois van der Westhuizen says, hallo, wat gebeur hier? So, die All Blacks met 4-3 is so ver. Namibia nog net 'n strafskop. En die All Blacks wat op die aanval is weer eens. Grant says, I feel for Namibia, hard to face a chip on the shoulder Kiwi team. And Zach Cronje says, it might save them from 100. But remember, it rains in New Zealand 80% of the year, opposed to 3 days in Namibia. Yeah, that's true, Zach, but it's quite terrible conditions here. It's not your normal little rain coming down. It's almost like a shower of rain at the moment, but it looks like it's calmed down a little bit now. So scrum down to the All Blacks, 5 meters out from the try line. Free kick to Namibia, early push there from the All Blacks. And I wondered when that was going to happen. And another 10 meters. And I think a penalty now against the All Blacks for back-chatting there from Ofa Tuangafasi. Is it a free kick or a penalty? I didn't check now. But either way, Tian Swanepoel will kick this downfield. And he will find touch between the 10 and the halfway line. So it will be an All Black line out. Let's see what they can do from here. We've got 9 minutes to play in this first half. And it looks like the rain are saving the Namibian side some blushes at the moment. Line out taken by Sevilla. Gets it out to Cam Roygard. Now it's Lester Nuku. Takes it up just over halfway. Roygard again now. Quick ball, Brody Retallick on the charge. Comes back again for Artie Sevilla. He's up to the 10-meter line of Namibia, runabout in the middle of the field now. McKenzie now gets it up, Odin Barrett into space. He's brought down just over the 10-meter line. Now they come again, Retallick. Sets it up right on the 10-meter line. All Blacks not able to get past him now. Cross kick again from Damian McKenzie to Caleb Clark. He's brought down by Devon Rousseau. Another big player is Devon Rousseau. Ari Savia working that blind side, gets the pass out to Anton Leonard-Brown. All Blacks still just up over the 10. Now it's all knocked on by Laulala. And penalty goes the way of Namibia, holding on there by Laulala. Right, Silvana says, Pua Nazera tutti voi dall'Italia. I'm very keen to see what that means, but for some reason I can't. Let's see if I can get that up quickly. I would love to see what that means. So it's a couple of times now that he's asked me to translate that. So let's see, Italian to English. So it's a line out now to Namibia just outside the All Blacks 22. And let's see what they can do with this one. So take it just outside the All Blacks 22 now. And it's knocked on by Namibia. Here comes the All Blacks from inside their own 22. As Damian McKenzie, through the gap they go. Havili now gets the pass away to Beauden Barrett up over the halfway line. Gets a little kick in behind for Cam Roigard. This could be a bonus point try, but it's just over the dead ball line. And unfortunately for Cam Roigard, it's just not going to happen on that occasion. So in English, it means good evening to all. Silvano. So good evening to all. Good evening, Silvano. Hope you're doing well. And then Maria says, yes, Walker for a slag. And then Silvano says, good evening to you all from Italy. That's exactly it, Greg. And Eddie Keane says, yes, All Blacks is good. Not win this World Cup title. Ireland or South Africa. Kick downfield from Namibia into the hands of Beauden Barrett. Back to McKenzie, who kicks it straight down the middle of the field. And now Swanepoel from inside his 22 runs it out now. Goes high up into the air. Waiting for this one is Lester Fainganuku. He's brought down just up over the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. Roigard again now. Back Dalton Papali. McKenzie now. Long kind of pass to Anton Leonard-Brown. Puts in a little chip kick. Another soccer kick downfield. He could win this race if the ball sets up. Yes, it will. And Anton Leonard-Brown gets over for the All Blacks' fifth try of this game, with a conversion to come. Zaki Fenter says too much pressure on that kick, referring to the one from Beauden Barrett. But this one from Anton Leonard-Brown, perfect kick and perfect pace there shown by Anton Leonard-Brown. Got a little chip kick in, put in a soccer kick after that, and from there on, it was a foot race between him and I think Swanepoel, and he won that foot race very easily to lead the All Blacks into their fifth try of the game. So 29-3 with a conversion to come and still 4.5 minutes to play. 4.5 minutes left in this first half. McKenzie lining this one up for the All Blacks. Maar hy says, Wakker Francois, beloof elke keer, gaan kom luister. That conversion has gone over, and 31 points to 3. Greg Kukamur says, Guru, this feels like a school first team versus the 15. Just another practice run. Aina. Absolutely great. So 31 points to 3 with 3.5 minutes to go in this first half. Right, so we are now going to be back underway again. Well, I would have called it a grubber kick, Zaki, but that was more of a little soccer free kick style kick. That would kick off from Swanepoel over the dead ball line, and we're going to come back for Scrum down on halfway. Or you could call it a toe kick, a grubber kick, whatever you want to, Zaki. At the end of the day, it was a kick forward, and Leonard Brown got to it. So scrum down to the All Blacks right on halfway now. That restart going over the dead ball line by Tian Swanepoel. I thought last week he tried to push his luck. Got a couple of restarts that was almost on the try line. And on this occasion, just going way too far. Right, so Roy Gart then to feed this one in. 2.5 minutes remain in this first half. Can Roy Gart get a hat trick today? He's already got two, nearly scored a hat trick earlier, but just the dead ball line winning the race from the kick ahead from Bowden Barrett. So Roy Gart now gets the feed in for the All Blacks right on halfway. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Roy Gart throws a little dummy, and off he goes. Gets a pass out to Damian McKenzie, and here comes another try for the All Blacks. Brilliant stuff. Great vision there from the All Blacks scrum off, but really poor defense from Namibia. And Damian McKenzie gets over for his second try. Well, a couple are lined up for a hat trick today, it seems. Roy Gart and McKenzie running the show at the moment. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Looked like the rain has stopped a bit, Zach. So, but it is obviously pretty wet out there at the moment. But as far as the rain has gone, it's stopped. 36 points to 3 with a conversion to come. Minute still to play in this first half. So will we have more time on the clock to have another restart? Francois says, maak my prediction gaan reg wees, All Blacks 40 plus. This is only the first half, Francois. Right, the conversion is over from McKenzie, and we will have time for another kick. 38 points to 3. Well, Roy Gart just slicing through the defense there, and a lovely little back pass to Damian McKenzie for the first try. Grant says, and the first half isn't over. I also say, Aina, the restart then from Tian Swanepoel, caught 5 meters out from the try line of the All Blacks, kicks it into touch, and that is going to be halftime here. So that's the difference between the All Blacks of now and the All Blacks of the past. The All Blacks of the past would have, gone for another try. But here at halftime, it is the All Blacks 38, Namibia 3. And that's halftime for you guys. I'm going to take a quick break. But when we do come back, we will be doing the second half. Nick Sims is Rugby Guru Best Simulcast. Thanks, Nick. And then next, Miguel, anything is still possible. All Blacks is on fire, says Lionel. So, yeah, with that, we're going to go for a quick break, guys. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half of this game between the All Blacks and Namibia. The All Blacks leading by 38 points to 3 at halftime. Apologies for taking a little bit long. Just switch over the generator. Load shedding is over here in my area. So, yeah, just switch off the generator real quickly. So, back live and ready to enjoy the second half of this game with Namibia to kick it off from right to left on our screens here for the second half. So looking forward to this one. Right, so both teams are now back onto the field. So we're going to get ready for the second half. It's the All Blacks 38, Namibia 3. And the rain has helped Namibia somewhat in keeping that scoreboard as low as it is at the moment. So expecting a big second half from the All Blacks. Julian Hindman has made a New Zealand $10 New Zealand super sticker donation. Thank you so much, Juliet. Really appreciate it, man. And it goes a long way in growing this channel as well. So thank you so much for that as well. So I see there's been a little bit of a debate around the new jersey of the Springboks. And I must say, I absolutely despise the new jersey, the checkers jersey from the Springboks. So, yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now. But, yeah, I prefer the green and gold as far as possible. And hopefully we can keep playing with that for a very long time to come and ditch that checkers jersey that we are currently playing in. So, Namibia the All Blacks to receive this kickoff here in the second half. Tiaan Swanepoel to get us back underway and looking forward to this game. It's a chance for the All Blacks to get back on winning ways. Here we go with the second half, guys, and the restart taken by the All Blacks. Lester Fainga'anuku just inside his own 22. Brodie Retallick takes it up, still inside the 22, right on halfway. Now comes back to Beauden Barrett again, puts it on a boot and kicks it downfield. Not going to find touch. And here they come now is Namibia on a counter-attack. It's Daisel. Oh, it's a beautiful little step there from Namibia as they make their way through. Cliven Loubser got through their advantage now to Namibia. Swanepoel runs into a brick wall there right on the 10-meter line. So coming back for the penalty now to Namibia. Cliven Loubser with a nice little step, getting past to All Black props, then running into Cam Roygaard eventually. Right, so Swanepoel now going to kick this downfield and looking for touch here as it goes into touch round about 15 meters out from the All Blacks try line. An opportunity now to get some points on the board. Losie jersey, solank ons wen, maak die saak, ek sê Kasim Davids. Stompe mes skerp te maak, sê Kasim Davids. Kom ons kyk wat gebeur hier in die tweede helfte. Right, so Torsten van Jaarsveld with the throw into this line out, taken by Retief now as Namibia tried to get this ball going for them. About 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line, 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. As Stevens gets it out now. It's taken up by Johan Daisel. He's held up in a tackle there. Now have to go to ground. Stevens again waiting for it now. It's taken up by Goysep. Comes back Stevens again. Still about 15 meters out, moving towards the middle of the field now. Is Namibia. They're looking for support now. Stevens again gets it out to Hardwick. Not a lot of distance gained there by Namibia, but another penalty goes their way. And decision time now. Maybe just kick it to the corner and set up another line out here for them. This time Ofa Tuangafasi penalized there by the referee. So it's a kick to the corner here from Tiaan Swanepoel. Well, not to the corner. He finds touch around about 15 meters out. That's not a great kick from Swanepoel. 3 minutes gone in the second half here. 3 minutes gone, and now Torsten van Jaarsveld to throw it in again for Namibia. 5 meters out from the try line, 10 meters out from the try line, and 5 meters from the right-hand touch line. Chance now for Namibia. To the front goes Swanepoel. Swanepoel has lost that forward, and it will be a scrum down to the All Blacks. Sloppy there from Namibia. And unfortunately for them, nothing is working out their way at the moment. As the All Blacks will have the scrum feed here about 15 meters out from their own try line. Kasim sê Namibia moet possession hou, kan nie sonder balbesit speel nie. Stem daar saam met jou, Kasim. 100%. Cam Roygard now to feed this one in for the All Blacks. About 10 meters from their left-hand touch line. About 10 meters out from their own try line as well. Roygard to feed this one in. Solid scrum this time from both sides. As the All Blacks will be looking to get the shove on, and they win the penalty there as well, as the scrum goes down on the side of Jason Bernardi, the loosehead prop of Namibia. Collapsing the scrum there. And Beauden Barrett with a kick downfield. He's going to find touch right on halfway on the left-hand side of the field. Chance now for the All Blacks to go on the attack again. Throw in taken by Retallick now. Here comes the driving maul from the All Blacks. All Blacks maul not going anywhere on this occasion, as they'll probably have to get this one out. Takiao off the back. Gets it out to Mackenzie now on a loop around. Gets it out to Beauden Barrett. And here's a chance for Caleb Clark as he cuts back on the inside. Does look like he's lost a bit of space as well. Is Caleb Clark. Now Mackenzie gets it out now. Luke Jacobson. Yes, David Avili gets it out. Ofa Tuangafasi with a forward pass and into touch as well. Oh, you can't blame the big boy. We saw Nipo Laulala with an incredible backflip pass in that first half. But this certainly won't win the pass of the season from Ofa Tuangafasi. So opportunity again goes a begging for the All Blacks. Question would probably be, what did he do on the wing there with Zofa Tuangafasi? So an opportunity now with a line out to Namibia. It's knocked forward, and here's a chance now for the All Blacks. It's Savia now taking it up 5 meters outside of the 22. We got Mackenzie again. It'll chip over the top for Caleb Clark to chase. He's going to pick it up beautifully, but into touch he goes, just 2 meters out from the try line, unable to keep his legs in there. And it will be a line out to Namibia, 5 meters out from their own try line. Yeah, just as he picked that ball up, he slipped. Went another good 2 meters, but then just his legs out into touch, unfortunately. So a chance now for Namibia with a defensive line out. Kasim sê ek hoop Namibia hou die telling teen hulle op 'n minimum. Obi says fish nice na lagoon, 6 hours fish hard. Net een blaas op die felt like 9 Namibia. Beaten and pop gemaak. Every dog gets his day. More try on Weer of who. Dan wonder wat het met Milan gebeur. Dink hy het sy been gebreek. Ek dink ook so ETH. It looked pretty bad when he asked for assistance there from the touch judge to stop play. As it's Greiling who takes it in for Namibia now. about 7 meters out from their own try line. Tian Swanepoel with the clearance kick, and he will find touch on the 22-meter line on the right-hand side of the field for the All Blacks. 38 points to 3. And here comes the changes. Fletcher Newell and Ethan de Groot on for the All Blacks. The two prop forward replacements for the All Blacks. Line out taken by Brodie Retallick, and here comes the driving ball from the All Blacks now as they're starting to make some meters. Penalty advantage now coming for them as well. Just 5 meters out from the try line. Cam Roygaard gets the pass out Sevilla, and it's going to be Ethan de Groot who's going to dive over for a try in the corner. The big prop forward, the replacement on for the All Blacks, gets the try, and that's the first try of the second half. 9 minutes into the second half. Ryan Mounzi says Namibia 11 to score last try. And then Obi sê miskien moet Namibia die mynvee manne uitbring, die bomb squad is klaar flenters. So yeah, the All Blacks that gets another try then. And 43 points to 3 at the moment. All Blacks looking to bring on that 50-pointer. Will be quite easily done, I think, by them as well. Currently 43 points to 3. The All Blacks looking to set up some more points in this one. Mackenzie then to go for the conversion. From out wide, it's not going to draw in, and the score will stay the same. 43 points to 3. 10 minutes gone in the second half. And here comes all the, couple of big replacements now for Namibia. As it's Louis van der Westhuizen, Desarias Seti, and Itembu Shikuva, who comes onto the field for them, as well as Van Lille on for Conradi. Right, so the restart then from Namibia. Let's see where they're going to end up. Pavili takes that inside his own 22, sets it up about 10 meters from the left-hand touchline for New Zealand. As they now work their way. Roygaard waiting for the ball. Looks like he's going to go with the box kick over the top. And here comes the chase now from Lester Fanganuku. And that ball touched by Loubser into touch. It will be an All Black line out right on halfway. Yeah, just feeling the pressure there was Loubser. And into touch, he had to run it. Taken by Sevilla now. And here comes the All Blacks again. It's taken up and driven over the halfway line now. Working it through Brodie Retallick between the halfway and the 10-meter line in the middle of the field. Mackenzie now gets the pass away. Now it's Caleb Clark again. Puts a little grubber in. It's going to be collected by Namibia. But penalty to Namibia. Players diving off their feet there from the All Black side. And Namibia did really well to defend that. As Greiling managed to get to that ball first from that grubber from Caleb Clark. And now Stevens is going to get this kick away, and he will find touch roundabout on the halfway line for Namibia as Dane Coles comes onto the field for the All Blacks as well. So a whole new front row in for the All Blacks. As Dane Coles now also comes onto the field for Takiao. 43 points to 3, 12 and a half minutes gone. Grant says 30 minutes to play. This could get really messy. Yeah, Grant, I agree. It looks ominous, says Kasim. So expecting a big score, but maybe not 100. The throw-in taken by Namibia now, and here they come on in attack just over halfway now. As they work it, knocked on by Koisep, the number 7 flanker for Namibia. And we will have a scrum down to the All Blacks. So many knock-ons as well from Namibia, but it's just the weather that's playing its part here as well. Very slippery ground in Toulouse at the moment. But as far as the contest, never in doubt that the All Blacks would win this game quite comfortably. 25 tackle breaks to the 7 of Namibia. 14 line breaks to 1 from Namibia as well. Just the total dominance of the game. Right, so Roygaard to feed this for the All Blacks. Looking for a solid scrum is Namibia. All Blacks looking to milk a penalty advantage from it. Yeah, there they get it now. And off the back, Adi Sevilla now running it up and still going up over the 10-meter line. Now Roygaard gets it out of Ely, out to Leonard Brown. Now it's Bowden Barrett over the 22, gets it out to Lester Fanganuku. He's caught 5 meters out from the try line. Again, they come Bowden Barrett now. Flat pass to Dalton Papali, and he goes straight through, and that brings up 48 points with a conversion to come. Should have the 50 up now for the All Blacks with this conversion coming up. Dalton Papali, the number 7 flanker for the All Blacks, gets over for another try to the All Blacks. Kasim says, Guru, if Namibia keeps it under 60, it will be considered a plus for Namibia. Oh, I don't think it's going to be under 60, Kasim. We're going up to 50 now, and with so much time left, still 25 minutes to play, I can see the All Blacks wrap up another 30 points easily from here on. Even maybe more, who knows? So Mackenzie then with a conversion attempt from right in front, puts it over easily. That's the 50 up for the All Blacks. 50 points to 3. So 25 minutes to play in this game. The All Blacks looking to rack up a big score against a very poor Namibia side. Let's be honest and face it. If it wasn't for the African qualifiers, Namibia would not have been in the Rugby World Cup. Teams like Spain, USA, all of them still waiting and looking for their opportunity. Right, the restart then taken by Lester Fanganuku. He's brought to the ground very quickly by Koisep. All Blacks now running it from their own 22 now. Damian McKenzie tries to get through a couple of defenders, but runs into a brick wall. Unanivi, the lock forward, bashing him up a little bit. And now Bowden Barrett forced to clear this ball and finds touch between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the All Blacks. Kasim says, looks like high tide here. Oh, Namibia player could be in trouble there. Might have been a bit of a head clash. But never mind. We're going to play on to Louis van der Westhuizen to throw this one in for Namibia now. 15's effective rush defense is leaving Namibia vulnerable. Yep, that's true, Mamania. Line out taken by Retief this time for Namibia. Now Louis van der Westhuizen off the back trying to make some meters for Namibia. Stevens now gets it out and taken up by Van Lille. Penalty to the All Blacks there. Players diving off their feet. And the All Blacks now from their own 10-meter line with the opportunity to kick this downfield. As it looks like Scott Barrett will also make his way onto the field now for the All Blacks. That kick is going to find touch 5 meters inside the 22 of Namibia. As Brody Retallick gets replaced and Scott Barrett comes onto the field for the All Blacks. 23 minutes to play in this game. 50 points to 3. The All Blacks lead Namibia. Dane calls to throw this one in. And to the back to Scott Barrett they go. Sets up a driving maul. And looking to gain ground through this driving maul. And it's looking good as well for the All Blacks as they make it to round about 10 meters out from the try line now, right in the middle of the field. Are they going to still going forward now? Brought down, penalty advantage. Cam Roygard tries to throw it. Now he gets it away to David Avili, who dives over for another try for the All Blacks. Just a little pop pass, and over goes David Avili for another try to the All Blacks. 55 points to 3. And that's his first try of this game. I thought for a second Roygard was going to throw the dummy and try to go himself. But really well done. Just threw a little dummy, went into space and drew one man and then got the pass away to David Avili. Wynand Prince says, Goeie frikkie. Alan says, lovely country, but poor Namibia. Conversion goes over and 57 points to 3. Huge mismatch, says Sakabula. Absolutely. Still don't believe they belong in Rugby World Cup. So, with 20 more minutes to go. Kasim says, Guru, do you have a substitute for tomorrow's game? Quite a few games to oversee. Thoughts for you? Unfortunately, I do not have a substitute, Kasim. I'm all on my own on this channel. Nobody to help me out, unfortunately. So we're going to try and push on for this weekend, but expect maybe from next week to only do the most important ones, depending on how the voice goes. We might still keep on doing everything. So Caleb Clark now kicks downfield from inside his own 22, straight down the middle of the field. It's Loubser going back after it, and then goes with a kick downfield to find touch on the 10-meter line of Namibia. Yeah, it's a difficult task, this one, Kasim. It's really difficult. I really felt it after the weekend's games. Found it really difficult to do last night's game, but the voice better now. But I'm expecting it to get worse by the end of Sunday's games. I wish there was somebody that could help me out to the channel. So anybody willing to help me out, give me a shout on Facebook at the Rugby Guru SA. Right, here comes the All Blacks from the halfway line. Oh, Anthony Brown got man and ball there. And now it's Richie Moanga gets it out to Tupovai. He's held just over the halfway line. It's Roygard waits for it now. Flat pass again. Dane Coles over the advantage line they go. Now, penalty goes against the All Blacks. Obstruction there. So they take out one of the players. Nick Sam says, All Blacks my fave, second only to the box. But sure, it's a bit cringe watching Namibia get slaughtered. En dan Kasim David sê sterkte Guru, ons is saam met dit. Geen probleem en dankie Kasim, ons gaan probeer so ver as moontlik. 57 points to 3, 19 minutes to play. And Namibia now kicking that ball downfield and finding touch 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line. Will we see a consolation try for the All Blacks here? For Namibia. Sorry. Zaki Fenter says, this is my 4th time here. Thanks for the support, Zaki, as well. Mario says, Namibia even worse since they put Van der Westhuizen on. So Van der Westhuizen then with a throw into this line out and well taken by Nivi there. The number 5 lock for Namibia as they get the driving all set. Can they get it working forward? Yorina says, I got it late but now present. No problem, Yorina. Dysel takes it up for Namibia now. 10 meters out from the All Blacks try line. Van Lille sets it up. Now Stevens again, penalty advantage for Namibia. Offside by the All Blacks. Van der Westhuizen. Oh, he's bundled back by Adi Sevilla. Now Swanepoel gets the pass out, and it's Divan Rousseau who gets man and ball. Coming back for another penalty is Namibia now. Zaki says, I will be here the whole week. Thanks, Zaki. 17 minutes to play. Just wind down that clock, not to get that score to be too big. Stevens kicking that into touch and finding touch 5 meters out from the try line. Jurina, jy het 'n losing gemis. Namibia style, says Kasim. En Marius is agter ons kom ook in die kraal, Jurina. Right, Louis van der Westhuizen then to throw this one in. Tupovai replaces Savea. So I'm guessing that Papali might be moving to number 8 here. It's Namibia to throw this one in. Van der Westhuizen finds Uyanivi again. Sets up the driving maul. 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Well, there wasn't too much lemon and honey and ginger, but the first one was replaced with another one that I normally drink. Don't know if I'm allowed to say anything. So here comes Namibia now. Oh, they've lost it, and the All Blacks now going to run this from their own try line here as they get the ball away. Now kicks it downfield, and not going to find touch. Here comes McKenzie. Now it's going to find touch right on the halfway line. So 16 minutes to play. And, well, how close was Namibia there? Dysel just losing it 2 meters out from the try line. Unfortunately, he could see the whitewash there, but just couldn't do anything about it. Grant says, Noki Klari, Namibia will need treatment for PTSD after this World Cup. Absolutely, Grant. They still have to play France as well. So, stoppage in time for an injury here. Just run the clock down with a minute. And it's going to be a throw in now to Namibia from the halfway line. Let's see what they can do from here. Louis van der Westhuizen with the throw in. And over the top, but it's going to be collected by Namibia anyway. As Stevens now waiting for this one. Thanks for all the advice, guys, for the throat. I'll definitely try some of it. As the All Blacks take a mark inside their own 22. It's Richie Mohanga gets it out to McKenzie. They are going to move this wide now. Oh, All Blacks knock it on inside the 22, and it's going to be a penalty, playing that ball in an offside position as they're going to take the run here is Namibia now, as it's taken up by Greiling now, but a penalty goes against Namibia there for holding on, and unfortunately, again, the All Blacks get the penalty with 14 minutes to play in this game. Yorina says, my son will refuse this mixture, but it worked for me many years and sleep. Let's see where that comment is. Sip hot water with half a teaspoon of turmeric, ginger, and a slice of lemon. No sugary stuff. And then, Drake, I think castor oil will help with curious throat irritation. Yeah, might help the throat irritation, but might open up a whole new can of whoopah somewhere else, Kasim. So Roy Gard also off, Aaron Smith now on, and with 14 minutes to go, let's see what's going to happen here. Whitelock takes that in on the halfway line, and Dane Cole's controlling that at the back here for the All Blacks. Just inside Namibia's half, they've managed to slow down the scoreboard just a wee little bit as the All Blacks now cut through. It's Anton Leonard-Brown just outside the 22 now. Havili out to Richie Moanga, puts in a little kick ahead. It's going to be Caleb Clark who's going to dive over for the try for the All Blacks. And caught them snapping again there with that little kick. So 62 points to 3 it is, with a conversion to come. Greg says, no, just like Kasim, that was a bad movie when I grew up, LOL. Waar is ons need vir Guru Smooth Fried môre en Sondag asseblief? We'll definitely try. I'll try that mixture of Urina as well as the one that Craig gave me a little early on. I think I'm going to skip the castor oil, if you don't mind, Kasim. So it is the All Blacks 62-3 now with 12 minutes remaining. And as far as the contest goes, this game was over from the very first 10 minutes of this game. Zaki Fender says you're in trouble. Yup. So the conversion now coming from Damian McKenzie from 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline. This time he struck it beautifully, and it goes over for the 2 points. So 64 points to 3, and still about 11 minutes or 12 minutes to play in this game. We could see an 80-plus pointer here as the misery keeps continuing for Namibia. Restart from Swanepoel and Ioane also on the field for Leonard Brown now. Sam Whitelock takes that in on the 22-meter line. Now it's Fletcher Newell just taking it up over the 22 now. Richie Mohanga with a high up and under for Caleb Clark to chase down, and well taken by Tian Swanepoel. But here comes the counter ruck from the All Blacks, and they've turned us over. Here comes the chase now with the kick downfield, but it's going to be too far from Damian McKenzie, and we could be going back all the way from where he kicked that for a scrum down to Namibia. The rain just started to come down again, it seems, just a little bit maybe. Have to wait and see. Right, just give me 30 seconds, guys. Just want to open up the door for the dog. Right, so it's going to be a scrum down to Namibia, around about the 10-meter line of the All Blacks in the middle of the field. And 64 points to 3 with 10 minutes to play. Kasim says, ek dink ons moet eers kom bel om Namibia te help. Ja, sit maar die ligte af. Dan kan hulle niks verder doen nie. Stevens with a feed, then out the back, Tian Swanepoel running it up over the 10-meter line now. Stevens back to Van Lille. Louis van der Westhuizen there, trying to take that ball up. Namibia under pressure now on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. It's Laupscher who makes a bit of ground there for them. Now Swanepoel going with a little grubber kick in behind. The chase now coming from Duvan Rousseau, but McKenzie just dots it down over the try line, and it will be a goal line dropout. 9 minutes to go in this game. Wynand Prins sê spoel met lou sout water en koek soda. Dink dit kan ook dalk werk. Zakronie sê I'm still in MP with a hair. Anymore, I'm screwed. Right, so Swanepoel with the take gets the pass out there and carried up by Namibia. The number 20 Adrian Boyson takes it up now up to the 10-meter line. Namibia goes penalty. Goes the way of the All Blacks. Taking out the player without the ball there is the call from the ref. 8 minutes to go. Well, could be some trouble here for Fletcher Newell as a shoulder straight to the face of one of the Namibian players. So, yeah, time is off there. 8 minutes to go. They are going to go upstairs to have a look, and it should be pretty even. The yellow card with a bunker decision to come. While they're busy with that, let me get lung break in and just fill up the lungs a little bit while we wait. But for me, that should just be a yellow card with a bunker decision to come. Doesn't matter either way. He will have that yellow card, I think. Yeah, shoulder straight to the face there of Poison, and it should be a yellow and a bunker decision to come. With 8 minutes to play, yellow card, bunker decision. So pretty even there. Ethan the Grit going off, and yeah, he could be in trouble because I couldn't see any mitigating factor there. So a red card and a little bit of a ban could be up the cards here for Ethan the Grit, maybe. As Stevens will now kick this downfield for Namibia. And he will find touch 5 meters out from the All Blacks try line. Will we see a try from Namibia? Zaki says to Springbok coach to a Namibian coach. Ouch. Yeah, pretty much well summed up there. Greg says, I bow down to the Guru. Never thought the All Blacks would hammer Namibia so convincingly. Well done on predicting this one, Guru. That's why you are the Guru. Thanks, Greg. Right, so Namibia is still carrying on 5 meters up from the All Blacks try line. With Stevens now, wait for it off the back. It's a little grab ahead by Dysel, but it's a really poor one collected by Rico Ioane, but he throws a hospital pass to Damian McKenzie, who's managed to recover really well there, and now he could run into a bit of space as well. Gets the pass away, knocked backwards by Namibia though, and now Namibia on the attack just inside the 22 as Greiling takes it in. JC Greiling, Stevens again, Van Lille takes it up. Still coming Namibia with another little dab through. Swanepoel chasing up after that. It's very scrappy at the moment. And looks like that ball is going to come back. No, referee blows on his whistle right on the goal line. We could see a 5 meter scrum to Namibia. So let's see what's going to happen here. Yeah, it's a knock on from the All Blacks, scrum down to Namibia. 5 meters out from the All Blacks try line. And now Kachi Cheku comes on. No, it's not Kachi Cheku, it's Chikuva, the replacement prop forward coming on for Namibia now. 5 meters out from the All Blacks try line now. And maybe a chance for a consolation try here to Namibia. Just stop the clock there, run it back a minute. So 6.5 minutes to go in this game. So Ofa Tuangafasi, I think, is back on the field. Tupo Vai might have to leave the field. Not sure. That's going to be Luke Jacobson, who's going to leave the field for the All Blacks now with that bunker decision or yellow card still in play here for the All Blacks. So time's back on now, and Namibia have the scrum 5 meters out from the All Blacks try line. Oh, who let the cats out? Kasim. Grant says, come on, Namibia, push it as we have another scrum reset. 64 points to 3, 6 minutes to play in this game. The scoreboard has managed to be slowed down by Namibia at least. Thought for a second that we could see 100 points come on today. But in the end, the rain played a bit of a role. And somehow they've managed to disrupt the All Blacks in this last 15 odd minutes of the game. Stevens now to feed this one in for Namibia. Can I get the try? Oh, no. Knocked on by Stevens. And now Richie Ioane gets the ball away. Here's a chance for a counter-attack. It's Damian McKenzie on the 10-meter line of the All Blacks. Gets the kick away. There's nobody at the back here for Namibia. They will get there first, though. Is Loubser 5 meters out from his own try line. He's going to run it now. Gets it out to Divan Rousseau. Rousseau gets caught just over the 22-meter line. Namibia still have possession. Kajakivo takes it up for Namibia up to the 10-meter line. Round about 20 meters out from the right-hand touchline. A little cross kick over the top there. And well taken by McKenzie again. McKenzie has done really well today. And ball's going to come out for the All Blacks. Now comes back Dane Coles. Out to Dalton Papali. He makes it up to the halfway line. Now Smith again. Back to Tupovai. 5 meters inside of Namibia now. White to go through the back line. Scott Barrett brought down right in the middle of the field. Over Tuanga Fassi now. Driving it on. Comes back McKenzie again. Oh, a little bit of a hospital pass from Caleb Clark to Dan Coles. Back to the halfway line we go. Now Fletcher Newell. Again, they come Smith now. McKenzie. Chance. Richie Mohanga caught behind the advantage line. And under pressure now on his own 10-meter line. Ball comes back again for the All Blacks, though, as it's Sam Whitelock who takes it up. Very scrappy from the All Blacks now. Fletcher Newell just setting it up again. How many phases has this been? Right, Richie Moanga, Damian McKenzie, long cut-out pass now to Lester Fainganuku. Fends off one, gets the pass away to Rico Ioane. Cuts back on the inside, he could go all the way. Here comes the try, and it's Rico Ioane over for another try to the All Blacks. Yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles. 69 points to 3 with 3 minutes to play. Rico Ioane over for another one. How many tries did the All Blacks have? So it's going to be 71. So that's 11 tries in total here for the All Blacks tonight. 11 tries by the All Blacks. Kasim says, commentator of the match award once again goes to our dearest guru. Thanks, Kasim. Really appreciate it. And the conversion goes over 71 points to 3. And a complete steamroller of Namibia tonight. Still time for one more try. With 2 minutes to play in this game. So not sure now what the referee have to say here. Stoppage in play. Let's just see what it's all about. White clock being called by the referee. We're not sure. Oh, okay. It's the bunker decision. And that's going to be a red card to Ethan de Groot. So he is going to be facing a suspension for that tackle on Boyson. Just as I predicted, we will see it go to red, and he's going to be out for maybe 2 or 3 games. depending on what they decide. Right, here comes the All Blacks again from inside their own 22. It's David Avili. Gets the pass out to Caleb Clark on the inside. Gets it away to Damian McKenzie. He's going to need support though. Ball comes, pops out. And it's going to be a penalty against the All Blacks for holding on there. Louis van der Westhuizen winning that penalty. Considering all things, Namibia keeps the score below 80. Yeah, look, that's why I put it up in the poll. I thought 80 points plus would be the max that they would be able to get past them. And 43% have got it right, 41 to 80%. I don't know how many people changed their votes during the course of time, but the voting poll quite sums it up. 71 points to 3 with half a minute left in this game. Right, so that line out overthrown by Namibia, but they've managed to recover it again. Van der Westhuizen now just short of the 22. Chance now, Devan Rousseau. He cuts back on the inside, just 7 meters out from the try line. Namibia now on charge here. Can they get a try? No, it's been turned over by Dane Coles. Here comes the All Blacks from their own try line. It's knocked back by David Avili, but he's just going to kick it into touch. And that is going to be the full-time whistle for this game as well. So full-time here, All Blacks 71, Namibia 3. And it's still a disgusting score at the end of the day. And I don't know if we do need another African qualifier for the next World Cup. But given that scoreline, it's not looking too good for Namibia. But either way, a good victory for the All Blacks today. Job done, job secured. Always expected them to win by a big margin. 71-3 is big enough, I would guess. And Greg says, LOL, I stand by my vote, Guru. Got it totally wrong. Thanks again for an awesome evening of rugby. See you tomorrow. And then Zaki says, good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Guru, you need an Oscar about your commentary. Thanks, guys. And Grant also said, thank you, Guru. Tomorrow, boss. So, with that, I'm going to leave you guys with it. We will be back for the opening game tomorrow at 3 o'clock South African time. It's Samoa up against Chile. And will Chile keep up the impressive performance, what they played against Japan, and maybe upset Samoa? I don't think so, because Samoa are packed with some quality players themselves. But until then, guys, thanks Kasim as well. Lekker saam gekuier, lekker saam geluister, lekker Guru, lekker aan verder. So with that, we're going to say good night. And until tomorrow, guys, cheers from me.